You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
All right, so I'm gonna start off.
Oh, you're recording, so I don't need to record?
Yeah, you don't need to record it. I'm gonna record it from mine. It's easier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I got.
So
jury duty
Philly
tomorrow,
C is just a.
Yo, you're here today. You're hanging out.
You're
just
a
hanging
panel
out.
member.
Yeah, you're hanging out. You're chatting with us.
Oh, okay.
Your opinions up today.
Oh, okay.
You
I
can
didn't
tell
know
them that
that.
they're no
You're our,
frills.
you're our like real hip hop like news. Like we're like fucking young kid hip hop, and we're just shitting on people type stuff. You're like the real hip hop news.
Unfortunately, in real hip hop news, we lost a great one last week. So rest in peace to the career of Mr. West Dashian.
No, we're gonna get to that.
No,
we're gonna get to that.
We'll talk about
We're
it.
gonna
I just
get to
wanted
that.
to. I just want to send my condolences. I cried. I cried last week.
Oh
you know,
man, we're gonna get to
and
that.
Take a moment of silence.
like a broken-hearted girlfriend, I played the album that that did it for me with him. And it was just.
Oh man, that's how we're gonna start this episode.
It was.
Make Kanye
painful.
great again.
I was thinking that, and I was like, it's. He got me through those hard times. When I was, working that, grave shifts, and
I make shit.
I wasn't making shit.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Well, that's how we're gonna start this episode, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 5. Episode 5.
I already started recording, so I can send you that bit.
Oh no, it's gonna start just like this, bro. This is episode 5 of the Not Your Man podcast. All right, Phil just set us off with a nice RIP, no moment of silence because it's not necessary because we just won't do it. And yeah, man, if you follow the page, we're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Not Your Man's, NOTYAMANZ. Also, you can follow our Spotify quarterly playlist, which is a playlist made up of everything that we've posted for the week in reviews, but all the fire songs from those albums. So, I'm John D. Contradiction, and everybody introduce yourselves.
It's Walko, bitch.
I'm
Nice.
What's up, guys? It's JP, the one and only. I don't got no damn yodeling kid.
Jay Pizzle.
Yo, did you hear his new song?
The yodeling kid with the music video?
Yeah.
Heat. Pure heat. Coachella heat.
Swag.
I'm sick, bro.
Yo, Phil,
What's going on, guys?
There we go. That's what we're doing.
Say what's going on, guys. I'm Mark, aka Mr. Steal Your Girlfriend, because I saved their puppy.
He said it with like no confidence, then straight to confidence.
Yep, man. That's how we do it. Because I don't know if I could actually save it sometimes, so you never know.
That's the most depressing shit ever. Did you introduce yourself, Mr. No Frills? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, No Frills, Phil.
Yeah, no frills. I'm gonna try to stay awake.
That's it. That's a real statement. It's a very real statement.
That's a real statement. It's tragic, like this condition. Listen, it's not about me. It's not making it about me today.
The man, the myth, the legend, DJ Philly C. So we had a pretty interesting week, but we started some things. So we're gonna go from T to B, top to bottom. So to start off the week, we got a actual request from the man himself. He's known amongst like the TD boppers and stuff like that. All the youngins like him. Our man Kairu might be his biggest fan, but don't tell him that. So it's NK47, and his little EP was actually called The Iron Curtain. I mean, I feel like that, like we've heard things called that, or it's just like a very known thing. But yeah, this project,
It's short.
it's a short EP, it's mad short, but it's like as much as like I gave it a pretty good review, like pretty good number.
It got a meh.
Yeah, it got like it would have got the orange if I was like thinking at the time.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like,
I think like 5s should get like orange.
Yeah,
because you're like right in the middle.
Between like 5 and 6 is like where you.
Yeah.
But this got a 6. It got a 6. It was like this project was it's a lot of him talking a lot of personal stuff, but the personal stuff doesn't really hit. Project is it's very much so like him venting, but he sounds like it's hard to listen to because he sounds like Baby NF with a little mix of like M. but he doesn't have the content of both of those, so it kind of comes off as like
he's also not aggressive enough.
yeah, it's like, and his content, it isn't like stuff that like, you know, NF his mom's died and everybody complains that he mentions it on every album, but it's like, bro, that's a very
that's his mama.
Yeah, that's a dark thing to happen to someone. You know what I'm saying? So if it scarred you, it scarred you.
I mean, yeah, that's some shit to fuck you up.
Yeah, like this kid's kind
real music.
of he's kind of rapping about like, you know, like his sister used his face cream, stuff like that. So it's just not. It's not
His
like
Pokemon card stolen.
yeah, you know, it's like it's all right.
He's
It's a
rapping,
little-
so he's basically rapping about first world problems.
yeah, like super first world problems.
Damn, I can't find my iPhone charger.
I was just about to say that. That's crazy.
Yo, you know, but what's weird to me, so I don't know if you guys know much about like licensing and all that shit. So the track number 5 on it is it's a beat that was for this Eat My Beats competition. So it was one of the beats because, you know, obviously.
Oh, I know about those.
So, but it's on his EP, and this is like on all streaming. So how did he get the action, what AKT action, whatever beat for his EP? And the contest was like still going at the time. I think
He probably did. He probably put it out and had no idea.
Does that make it public domain when you just put it out there like that for the Eat My Beats competition? Because they just give you the beat basically.
But the competition's still going on, so it's only public domain for the competition technically.
But see, the competition you
Yeah, but was that the song did he enter that song in the competition?
I don't think so.
This
was like part of the EP, but also
I'm sure there's some kind of loophole.
But it's like a lease. Like you pay like I think it was like $10-15 for the beat, but it had like rules and instructions on it to use. So it's like I don't know. It's confusing.
Maybe
but
in the terms and conditions, it says after you purchase it, it's your beat. Maybe he's just used it after the fact.
True.
I don't know, man. That shit. It sounds a little weird to me. I'm not really sure how.
Well, we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, I guess I put it.
Don't make it hot, John.
I put it in parentheses. Like, I'm like, oh, this doesn't make. I put it all over the review. I'm like, this doesn't make no sense. Explain this to me. Actually, it's the beat that I use for the competition. I just never put the song out because you know I'm just one of those artists that gets really lazy sometimes.
Leak it.
But all right, that was one project. I don't know if you guys listen to it, but he's very. And I know you guys listen to NF.
NF's the GOAT.
So if you listen to NF and then you kind of like turn it down like way a lot, this is kind of what you get. So I mean,
he's like 10% of NF.
Yeah.
He's 2% milk.
Skim shady. So, but I mean, it is. I see what I did there. Thanks, man. I needed.
I got you.
I needed that.
That was a good one.
Shit.
Subtle.
But so the second project that was reviewed was "Never How You Plan" by Jerreau. So this project was fucking dope. This I gave it 8.5. This had dope production. It was smooth. He was rapping his fucking ass off. Which
he no longer has an ass.
5 wavies.
Nice.
Waves all over this album.
Nice. Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, there's wavies all over the place. But it had a lot of fire. Like, I'm usually really weird with fires. Like, if I don't like my face don't crunch up or nothing like that.
That's what I give him too. I'm like,
Yeah, that deserves a fire. If you fucked me up, like I'm at work in a cubicle surrounded by like the hokiest of the hokey, like,
and you automatically take yourself to the streets just because of that verse. You know what I mean?
You get aggressive in the coffee room because of some shit I just heard. That's what I'm talking about. Like, so it was dope, but he had mad soul behind his shit. That's why I got a lot of wavy. It just felt good.
It had like a jazz vibe to it.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was a good ass project. It reminded me of, I don't know if you guys ever heard of that rapper Gilbert Forte.
No.
He was like,
I never did.
He was like, so, you know, there's like the off-brand of like, you know, the Top Dogs and whatnot. Think of like a Top Dog SoundCloud rapper when SoundCloud started popping. He's the off-brand of that. He was like really dope, but just never really made it.
Gotcha.
He was dope though. I would definitely listen to some Gilbert Forte. He used to sing his ass off. But,
I thought you said Gilbert Gottfried for a second, and then I just imagined.
Gilbert Gottfried got them bars. Iago from Aladdin can spit.
Facts. Yeah, my roommate looks like Gilbert Gottfried. For a couple of years, I would just post a picture of
I
Gilbert
was going to say,
Gottfried for like
like
happy birthday.
Iago.
Imagine.
You got a lot of weird looking friends, man. You got one that looks like Black China.
Black China. One that looks like Iago.
You gotta hang with ugly people to feel better about yourself. That's some light skin shit.
You surround yourself with 2s so you feel like a 7.
That's a fact.
No, but ugly people have money though.
This also
Not always.
I mean, they're not really spending it on like dates.
Have you ever been to Florida?
Yeah, I'm
poor ugly people
everywhere.
That's not always true though. I mean, if you got money, you can make yourself attractive.
Ooh. Wait, no. Last time we talked about
there's a middle ground there somewhere.
JP got really upset at Kim Kardashian, so.
Yes, that's the thing. The Kardashians. Look at them 15 years ago.
But they go too far. That's the problem.
You're right. But the reality is, people aren't ugly. They're just broke.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
If you're rich and you're still ugly,
to some extent.
I mean, Bill Gates ain't exactly a look.
Look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross is an ugly motherfucker. Rick Ross has got that fat boy swag.
Yeah, Rick Ross is kind of like.
It doesn't mean swag and looking good are two different things, though. Like,
Biggie used to get bitches, bro. His eyes was crooked as fuck.
But see, swag is kind of like the Doctor Strange of it all. It could bend the reality. It could bend the reality.
Biggie was real confident, and Biggie was funny.
Exactly. Bro, I was telling somebody that the other day. If you're funny, it doesn't matter what you look like. You can get some pussy.
If you're funny, you can get as much tail as you want.
Yep, as long as you can make somebody laugh, you can get in there.
Yeah, because what happens when you make a woman laugh, you break down that wall, and they get comfortable around you.
You feel comfortable,
Like, oh, okay, we just drop these.
That's how I used to teach. That's how I used to teach people how to sell stuff too at Universal. I told them if you can make somebody laugh, you already got your hand in their pocket.
Did you say pocket though? Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's the same. There's the same thing. If you can make a woman laugh, you already got your hand in their pants.
You make them. Yeah. Then you can just grab them by the what.
Yes, and you can do it because the president said it's all right.
Paw right in the kisser.
Yeah, it's okay.
Dude, I saw the president today.
Right in the kisser.
I was introducing my little man to the old school Little Rascals movie, and I forgot Trump was in it. He was that little asshole rich.
Shit! Yeah,
little rich kid's dad.
Yeah, he was.
He had a full head of hair, and it looked.
Sorry.
Jesus. This guy just fucking soundboarded himself.
I can't stand Trump, bro. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. But all right, but anyways, back to this guy just soundboarded himself. It's ridiculous. But the next project was by it was called can I say the name of it? Jesus Christ. But it was A Girl Cried Red by Princess Nokia.
I think somebody would disagree with your opinion.
Who?
Who doesn't disagree with the opinion?
Who's snoring?
Oh man, this guy. I don't know, man. This project.
Somebody sleep.
So this project, I was iffy about. I try to get my point across as clear as possible. Like, I don't think this project was that bad. Like, it was.
Is this the one where she's sitting in front of a White Castle?
It looks like a White Castle.
That shit was garbage.
Oh my
but see,
God.
I don't know. I feel like her next project is going to be fire because I get what she was trying to do. She just didn't pull it off. She was doing what's that white girl name? Like if Avril Lavigne like fucking did swag rap. Did I say that? My fellow
That's what she remind me of. She wearing like UFO pants or some shit, right?
Jenko cuts.
Well, I haven't seen girls dressed like that since I used to go to a fucking skating rink every Friday.
That's the second time Jenko jeans has been mentioned in our podcast. Just saying.
That means that Jenko cut jeans is like looking for a check right now.
So we looking for that sponsorship. Jenko jeans. I'm about to take it back.
To the bone.
God damn.
Jenko jeans.
Oh man. I don't know, man. I feel like she has that kind of sound, and I feel like it would have sounded dope if there was just a lot of off-key moments, like maybe a little auto-tune would have helped. But I get what she was doing, and I kind of think that if she does clean it up, she'll be fucking dope. Like, I think it'll be dope. Like an Avril.
But do you think she'll be able to clean it up though?
I think so.
That's the question.
Because this is such a short project and it's like her first. And I feel like if enough people tell, because she even says on the record, like, "Yo, people call me trash," but. I mean, I listened to like some of her stuff before, and I was like, "All right, this was worse." So, I mean, hopefully you get better if you just.
Hey, everybody says on the record once in their rap career, "People call me trash." That's like you gotta say that.
It's a
shit.
checklist. Yeah, it's a checklist. Or your teachers.
Yeah,
or your teachers said you're gonna be nothing. My teachers hate me.
I hate her rap name. That's all.
I like because you picked
Princess
her being
Nokia,
princess of like a shitty phone.
Princess Brick.
It depends on when you were born.
Because that's her career.
Weren't really
Princess
shitty
Brick.
phones.
just a break.
They were awesome phones. I mean, they had Snake.
Yeah, it's true.
Now you got an iPhone.
I'm
Is that where you came from?
Exactly.
Savages.
But I'm just saying, I hate her name though.
Oh
still.
yeah, it's not.
But no Nokia slander.
It's not great. I mean, But yeah, I mean the project had 2 good songs. I fucked with it. It's a very like, I mean, if you're a 13-year-old girl, this is your shit. If you're trying to like get in with the hip crowd,
Yeah,
100%.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they'll like praise her. She's cute too, though, man. Man, Angie gonna listen to this and yell at mine. She's cute though. She I was on her Instagram. I'm like, oh, I see you. I see what you're doing. So I can see her and some swag rappers.
She looks like she's out here dyking.
Yeah,
in front of White Castle.
She looks like she went to, before taking a picture of this album cover, she saw Suicide Squad and like went straight to Spencer's, and this is what came out.
I bet money she used to listen to Hollywood Undead.
Absolutely. 100%.
I listened to Hollywood Undead.
I bet you she still choose Juicy Fruit.
I bet she wears those gummy bracelets that people used to rip off and say you owe them sex and shit.
Oh my god!
Remember those?
Oh, those are the ones. We got
fuck bracelets.
that might be my status tomorrow. Like, has anyone ever gotten laid from one of those things?
I don't know.
Shit, man. I bet you she wears the wrong name. I bet you she wears the wrong days of the week underwear on purpose.
just to be different. Dude, that was dark, man. That was deep. Jesus Christ.
Like, yo, why are you wearing Monday? It's Tuesday. And it makes you wonder, like,
what happened to Monday?
Is she just ahead on her laundry? Or is she behind?
What?
Why is her laundry
a whole week ahead?
Jesus Christ! Don't worry about her underwear, all right, man.
Like she might have left.
She definitely 100% looks like one of those girls that doesn't shower for a couple days.
Oh, those are the goals.
She smells ripe.
Those are the ones that they take your heart.
She has blunt rolling nails. I feel like she smokes black and white.
She smokes. She smokes cloves.
Yeah, she smokes cloves. She smokes cloves.
She smokes cloves because black cigarettes.
So just because they're black.
I remember there was this girl that used to work at that Target with me, and she used to smoke cloves just because they were black cigarettes, and it tied together her entire goth thing.
Jesus
yeah, I know. That was the first thing
I smoked those things for a little while. Those things were awful.
That's such a weird, not uninviting smell.
They smell like cloves.
Like it kind of smells good, but then it doesn't.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird. It's like the black licorice of cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's delicious because it's sweet, but it tastes horrible.
Exactly.
Yeah, that shit is nasty.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like the Sambuca.
So, yeah.
Those cigarettes. Sambuca tastes like black licorice.
They have Lucky Stripes taste like black licorice too.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right, enough with the black licorice. I hate black licorice, but
you're a racist. That's why.
I am.
He's light skinned.
I'm racist against everything. Like I have something bad to say
he's
about
a colorist.
Equal opportunity hater.
Facts.
He's a colorist.
Oh, dude, I hate the human race. I will shit on my own people just for my own laughter.
You super liberal racist. I hate the human race.
My Facebook says I'm liberal.
So does mine.
I know, right? They just chose.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
I'm with that wave. But enough with these politics garbage. The next project that was done during the week, one has like the old school like No Limit kind of swag to the front cover. It's got like the fake money and gold letters. And I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this project was gonna be fucking garbage. I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good. And it actually turned out to be really fucking good. Like the project was very smooth and it was like if you take like a little above average like swag rapper, but if you put them on a lot of smooth West Coast instrumentals, you get this. And it was fucking, I fucked with it, man. I had no problem with it. It's the Glo Up, spelled D-A, the Glo Up, no W either, by Banga. Yeah, you gotta trust them, by Banga. And it was, it was a fire project. If you want something smooth, this shit was getting wavies and all sorts of stuff across the board. But it's like driving music. And
I like the production on that. I just didn't like anything else about it.
Really? Oh, I thought it was smooth. I mean, maybe I was having a good day, but that first listen, I was like, hey, man, he's rapping about a lot of flashy shit, but it was in the pocket and it was like smooth. It wasn't like like it seemed like he tried to make it sound good. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like
it's got a bunch of features.
Yeah, Young Pinch, what a name. Tayway,
Sage the Gemini.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Sage.
Patty Longway.
Filthy Rich, we did that his project, but it was good too. But Tayway, I don't like the way it's written with the lowercase a's. But
ignorant.
This next project, fucking Mark did, and I from first listen, I was like, this project is fucking it. This one is amazing. I still bump it. Is Ruiner by Nothing. You fucked up, man. You should have gave it better than it deserved.
You know what? Because I listened to it first listen.
Oh yeah, that first listen's got to really get you.
Yeah, but after first listen, like if you go, I don't know if anybody has Apple Music, it gives you like the heavy rotation. That shit is still number one. You know what I mean? Like, and I did this review a long ass time ago.
Oh yeah, this
like
review
I can bump
dope.
this. This is this is like
you gave it a lot of beds, man.
Yeah, at that time. Because I guess at that time I wasn't feeling it. But man, I listened to it every day.
It just grew on you.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those
great projects.
It aged, but it's like I was talking to John about it. It's like kind of like Chester, Mike Shinoda alternative music thing going on. It was really dope. It's definitely a totally different listen from the hip hop, whatever. It's actually under alternative.
Yeah, it's like he's kind of doing like he's got the flow of like a swag rapper, but he's got like a 2006 2007 like emo screamo kind of voice to it, and then they're just playing over like fucking explosions in the sky kind of instrumentals. If you ever listen to
the instrumentals alone are out of this world.
Yeah, they're dope, man. It's definitely recommended, like for not just like hip hop fans. If you're a fan of like explosions in the sky, or if like Long Island Cats, you fucked with like Across 5 April, stuff like that, minus the heaviness. This is the type of shit that like this album is for you.
He's talking to you, not to the people. He's talking to you personally on everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a dope project, man. It's a nice easy listen. It's relaxing. It's a good time, man. I enjoyed it. Mark definitely enjoyed it, even though he gave it that first.
I gave it okay. Like I said, if Nothing Nowhere decides to like listen or whatever, bruh, I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. It should have been a 9 out of 10.
I gave it a 7.5. That's not like.
No, I thought it was.
That's not bad.
I think it deserves like an 8.5.
I think it deserves a 9, bro. Yeah. Honestly.
Would you rather have $7.50 or $9? You know,
I only listened to it once, and I half listened because I was putting away stuff while I was listening to it at work.
It feels like it goes.
And I would give it an 8.
There you go. It feels like it would go good with just doing like something like busy work.
But that's only 0.5 more. Like I don't know. I guess.
But that 0.5 like $7.50 or $8.
Maybe I need to listen to it again.
See, when Mark told me to listen to it, I was in like I was driving, and I was driving for a hot like 30 minutes, so I got through pretty much the whole project.
I was doing manual labor.
Yeah, this project is Platinum Fire by Arin Rae. I still can't.
Arin.
I would say Arin.
I just think it would be Arin, right?
Aaron.
You just hooked on phonics. But yeah, this project was cool, man. It had some dope stuff. It had my man YG's been everywhere. It's got Ty Dolla $ign everywhere, and it's got Sir's on it too. It's got some dope features. and it's a very, very smooth, like ladies type release. You know, it's very consistent. It's vibey. It's a good time. And if you have,
you can just leave it. Yes, you can just leave it on, and you're just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's got Ty Dolla $ign on it, so you know what's coming.
Yeah,
yeah, like
radio music.
Yeah, it comes with like the CD comes with like a little thing of baby oil. It's a nice listen. For
it's
all
some
you.
glitter,
plastic for your sheets.
baby oil, glitter, plastic.
It's one of those, you know. It comes with shea butter. It's one of those projects. Like it's just a smooth, nice listen. So it was not bad. I mean, it wasn't something that I'm gonna keep looping because like it's a little too much feels for me. But the project after that was aggressive. It was Darkness Brim by Lena Jackson. Oh man,
yeah, that shit went hard, man.
The cover reminds me of like an emo band you'd see on YouTube.
Rapping
yeah.
The fuck up, man. She was rapping her ass off.
The cover doesn't sound.
I didn't expect that at all, yo.
Yeah, like the cover of the album doesn't look like what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And this was like someone who hit like who her manager, I believe, hit the DMs, and he's like, yo, check this out. And he wasn't even like weird about it. He's just like, yo, check it out, see what you think. So I'm immediately, if you're not hyping it up, I'm like, oh, this might be good. If you're like, yo, this is fire, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be terrible. But this yo, this was one of those projects.
Nah,
man.
she wasn't playing on that shit.
Yeah, this was one of those projects. I was like, yo, she's getting after it. She's
Tell me about that track you hit her with a thumbs down on. Who was this? Who did this?
JP did
JP. Why'd you give that one a thumbs down? Everything else got rated so good.
So that's with the singing, right?
You should be scared.
Hashtag.
Oh, I'm gonna look at it right there. No, it probably was the singing. Yo, I hate when people think they can sing on a track, and no disrespect.
That's what autotune's for, bro.
She can like
autotune makes everybody sound great.
But
look at T-Pain's career.
Like
T-Pain can sing for real.
I know.
Yeah,
everybody
T-Pain can sing for real though.
Shame on you.
Yeah, but I couldn't get with the singing. It threw me off. Like I was in the zone, vibing my head, and then the voice came on. I was like, "Yo,
it's like an intermission, bro."
Yeah, like
you got a fire truck immediately after that.
Yeah, for real. But that Siberia track is hard as fuck.
That track's
hard.
That
dude she was rapping with. Like, whew.
Ate the mic.
Yeah, that track was hard.
For real.
That's usually
it was just straight hip hop. Like it was straight hip hop.
Usually when I see like the reviews you guys do, I'll go straight for those tracks. Like if I see a Diamond or like if I see a fire truck, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go with this. And this one fucked me up. I was like, God, they're going after it. Fucking.
That was the only track I think I ever gave a fire truck to. Yeah.
I feel like the fire truck makes sense too. You know, like when you pick it, it's like, all right, this shit kind of brought the house down. You know, you get that feeling, but it's like it's not something that everyone.
If you gotta replay the track. If you got to replay the track like one more time,
exactly. That's how I feel about that. Like, oh goddamn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like Diamond.
We'll run that back real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Diamond is like that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But no, yeah, that shit's fire though, man. The diamond with me, diamonds are like. It's got to be the most. I've had to almost never hear some shit like that.
Can't be handing those out.
Yeah. I don't like giving them because when I give them out, I try to find a reason to take it back. Like if you have a fucked up feature on a song, or if he says one line I don't like, I'm not giving you no diamond. Take my shit back. But the next project. So the next project someone sent to me. One, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I fucking hate when album names are long as shit. Fuck that. It looks stupid. The fucking Instagram post, the picture looks fucking dumb. I hate it. The name is
this shit is hell long.
And the name is
Part
like
2, Brick Pelican Posse Crew Gang Syndicate. Sounds like a metal band.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like if you get like a bunch of 12-year-old white kids and they formed a team on like Fortnite, that's what they're doing.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
It's a video title.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna name this episode.
Despite their long ass album title and their long ass name.
Oh, this
album was hip hop. Exactly, hip hop is fuck.
Oh my god,
it's that like UK meets like the Bronx.
Oh yeah,
they hung out in the old dingy Bronx project building and recorded this.
It wasn't that that fucking what's the I don't know what it's called, but the rap style that you hear in the UK from like the suburban types.
No, it was
they rap
boom
real
bap.
fast like
Oh yeah.
It was like boom bap. Like they were actually rapping. Like I would never expect this, especially like John said. You look at it, it's not appealing at all.
Oh yeah.
It has like 9,007 features on it.
Oh, dude,
it is absolutely ridiculous.
Bro. It was a nightmare.
I think it was their whole group as a whole is 14 people.
Jesus,
damn, why so many?
But it doesn't matter because every single person puts in work.
Yeah, and they all sound. They Wu-Tanged it. They all sounded
yeah,
different.
Absolutely.
There's barely any choruses. They're just rapping and like shit's wild, bro.
I think I think his name is Black Joe or something like that. That's on there. I swear to God, that's his name or something. It's Black Joe or Black something. He is an absolute monster, bro.
Yeah. And the fucking
monster.
That last track, fucking Bad Card. The way they all came together.
God.
That track fucking bangs.
And they were just rapping their ass off. And you know what? It does take that album. I had to listen to 2 times because with the act. Don't get me wrong, with the accent and everything, it definitely a little bit harder of a listen. But you listen to it the second time, and it's not even boring. Again, you start picking up things that they said before, and you're just like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, they're blacking, and it's like every track they're coming with it. It was like no bullshit bars. Like this whole project, they're writing some shit, so it was dope.
Yeah, the production was out of this world. I want to know who their producer is. I want to give them a high five.
Yeah, it was very boom bap. It had a lot. Speaking of boom bap, I don't know if you guys peeped today when I posted that Royce. Where I was, someone commented today when I was like, this might be Royce's year. And someone was like, oh, no, it's never been his year. He raps over that boom bap bullshit. And I like kind of spazzed. Did you guys see that?
No.
How they say that?
It was on Facebook. I fucking lost my, I've never been more offended in my life. But it was this cat that, he was actually the first person I kicked out of our chat, out of the group. Because I thought he would have
voted off the island.
Yeah, I thought he would have been. I thought he would have been a good asset because he. You know who he is. I'm not gonna give him any shine by saying his name, but
okay.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, he was gonna. I was gonna give him his own window, because he likes to do the whole petty shit and copy let me copy all the funny Black Twitter shit on Twitter and put it as my status as if I did it so I can get
culture vulture.
Yeah, he does shit like that. So it's like
clout sucker.
Jesus. But yeah, shit like that. So it is what it is. But I kicked him out the group because he just seemed like he immediately wanted his own window type of deal. But he's very much so into the new age type shit, but to the point of where it's like, oh, I think it's cool to disrespect where it came from. You know what I'm saying? And that's bullshit to me. But if you guys, just to get a laugh, so I pulled it up. So I posted when I posted the Royce album on my wall, I was like, is it safe to say this year belongs to him because he put out nothing but heat this year? And he goes, never. He never had a year. He's boom bap underground class. He can stay there. So I lost it, and I just wrote fact. I'd rather keep him away from the corny, insecure for white folk and relate to females only new wave bullshit. So I correct this as far as his year for real.
Flamed him.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And I was just like, yo, it is what it is. But I'm like, yeah, I corrected. It's his year as far as real
hip-hop.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, fucking, one, don't disrespect. You know where it came from. Don't act like these fucking dudes just didn't come in here and bullshit. And you act like these fucking new kids that are 12 years old, just didn't come into this world with just that new age shit. You're my age, bro. You're 30, so you came into this world where the wave was that hard shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
John D, you need to hit the fire button because you were heated right now.
No, but
You're tight.
because it's like if you came into if you were born in like the last like 10 years and this is the only music that you have because it's current, and that's fine. But if you literally grew up where the new wave shit didn't exist and you want to say you're a fan of hip hop, you had no choice than to listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
There's no way around it. Yeah, so I was just like, bro, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, like with your bullshit, insecure bullshit rap, like fuck you. But and I like a lot of new wave shit if it's fun, but like when you disrespect where it came from, then you're a dick. But it is what it is. But
deep breath, bro. Woosah.
Hey, it is what it is. Oh, I'm hitting that fire button all day, bro. Just fucking. I get hot, man. You can't disrespect the elders and the creators, man. People don't ever want to disrespect God. Always want to give everything to God, but you gonna disrespect Rakim, nigga. It's the same person. But the next project.
Like I said, the same person. Hold up.
No. But hey, there's a reason he got kicked out. But so the next project is a fucking crazy sleeper project. So this management group tossed it our way, and it ended up being a lot just better than I could ever imagine someone sending me something. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that this doesn't have as much attention as it should is disgusting. But the album is God in the Spirit, Titan in the Flesh by Blue and Nottz. More fire.
Okay. All right.
But
literally, right now, my favorite rap album other than Royce's new project.
Yo, this project, and it had some heavy fucking features. So one,
the album cover though
is GOAT.
Oh my god, the album cover,
flames, fire,
GOAT.
It's appealing. You see the shit and you're like, all right, this is hip hop.
I'm
listen to this.
I'm ready to get my ears melted.
Oh
yeah. It is aggressive. Like, you have to listen to this in a room by yourself, so you don't have to punch anybody in the face. Exactly.
Oh yeah, and yo, this shit, looking at the rating, like it's wild because it's like, oh, thumbs up, okay, fire truck, diamond, fire truck, like shit gets out of control.
It's like it's one of those projects. Like, yeah, all right, here's the intro. This is what this is going to be about. All right, this is kind of what we're going to sound like. Oh, by the way, this is what we sound like.
Oh yeah. And it picks up, and it gets very, very, very rowdy.
Yeah, like the track with Sky Zoo on it.
Oh my god! Oh my
god! Sky Zoo lost his goddamn fucking mind.
Oh yeah, it's fucking. Sky Zoo's a beast. He deserves way more credit. Period.
And blue too. Blue is her favorite color. Let me just say that is the most suave handle of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
But that man can rap his goddamn ass off.
Oh my
Nottz
god.
too. They both can. Them going back. It's like they're rapping against each other.
Dude, that track that you gave a diamond, like rightfully so. The track with Mickey Fax on there. Fucking.
Oh
Jesus.
My god.
Mickey Fax. I've been a fan of Mickey Fax for a hot minute. I actually used to rap with some kid that used to say that he like knew Mickey Fax, but he also all of a sudden was like, nah, I don't fuck with him. He doesn't do business right during the year where Mickey Fax blew up. So
blowing up.
Yeah, so something doesn't make sense. But I'm a fan of him. He battles. He actually put the beats on Daylight. A lot of Daylight slander, but like poor Daylight. Kairu killed you on a track and. It's just, but yeah, he beat Daylight like 3-0.
He ate him 3-0.
Oh, it was bad.
So there's this dude in the sidebar named Michael White who's always trying to. He tried to like challenge Daylight to a battle rap because he said he battle rapped him before.
Wait,
shit.
Is it some old white dude?
Yeah, he raps like a fucking schizo.
Did he post like 40 fucking videos rapping at Daylight?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know
that's a dude.
I don't know him from the sidebar.
And he's got like weird shit in his beard and stuff.
He's a weird dude. He's like a 50-year-old man. He's like an old man.
His name's Michael White.
But he had his rap name something. He used to add me like aggressively on
fucking
Facebook.
Right, Michael White. That's what he says all the time in all the songs.
Oh my god, yeah, this dude's weird. He like put out a bunch of, and it was like I'm not even exaggerating. Like I like to throw fucking crazy numbers for the fun of it, but like it was legit. It went up to like 40 plus videos of him versus Daylight, and his like YouTube was filled. It was like crazy. This was when like Daylight was really buzzing, when he almost like shit on the stage and all that shit, and this dude was like aggressively trying it. But
I think Daylight's weird as fuck, man.
Dude, he's one of my favorite battlers. He's fire, bro, but he does get very strange. I give him that.
That album is fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, but back to the album, yo. That Mickey Fax track, like, there's so much going on there. But they got Homeboy Sandman. I'm a huge fan. He's on there doing his fucking thing. Skyzoo's on there. Like, Aloe Black's on there. Like, there's a Diamond D remix, that Boys to Men track. Like, come on, bro. This fucking project.
Candace Banks too, man. That man's out his mind too.
Dude, you gotta fucking Cassius King's on. Dude, you gotta explain to the people, you for track 11 you put a coffin.
That means they killed that track. That's a meme, man. I listened to that track and
if you name it something like that, you have to.
Oh,
the coffin.
It's just
they
called
put that,
God shit.
Nobody should ever touch that beat again. They should lock that away in a time capsule.
Oh,
all that, because literally, like, I don't think I've ever given anything that. I don't think that's ever been things been rated that good.
Honestly, that could be like the symbol for, like, if a track was done so much justice that no one should touch that instrumental ever again.
Beat's dead. That's it.
Yeah, it's like rest in peace.
Don't touch this. I swear to God, if anybody touches that beat,
yeah, we don't need.
I don't care if fuck if it's Snoop or you are no longer my man's. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No lyrical murder over that beat.
See, that's a case of naming something and then not following through.
God
shit, they coffin that track.
Man. Oh, it's a good time, man. They know what the fuck they're doing. But so during the week, I was like, all right, I want to announce something that I was pretty hyped about, because I was like, I start to feel bad about people like, oh, let me submit some music, and they don't have like a real it's not like it's not a real platform, but they only have their shit.
I got 3 songs on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere
only available on Bandcamp.
Oh my god! But it's like it's dusty looking, like it's dusty looking. Like we want and we're trying to do this to like help people. Like, if you want to put your stuff out, use other platforms, use what's available to you. There's a lot of free ones out there, but like you can't only have a SoundCloud and not have like you like have something. Some of these dudes don't even have like Twitters, Instagrams, and all that shit. But like I don't want to rule them out completely, like the industry does. So I was just like, yo, fuck it. I'm going to give these guys a day. You have one platform, so you have one day and one shot to get your stuff actually reviewed by us, and that's SoundCloud Saturdays. So I got a little shit because I used pictures of artists whose careers pretty much blew up from SoundCloud. I feel like that's fair. And people were just upset. People were just upset about like the artists that I used. But I'm like, but did you know like that these dudes blew up from SoundCloud? And people are like, oh. So it's like the stigma of being a SoundCloud rapper is fucking
I think part of it had to do with the fact that our logo's in the middle of the video. Or in the middle of the picture. So it looks like we're like, none of you are our man.
I low-key did that on purpose because I want to fuck with people. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's great. And it's the only thing is I should have made like Tekashi's teeth a little bigger so you could see it behind him. But I mean, it is what it is. But
he's perfect where he's at.
Yeah, because you still kind of know. But people were tight. But I mean, once that happened, a lot of people have been sending some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because we're not gonna look for your stuff if it's on a platform.
No,
billions of people.
Yeah, we're not gonna charge you either.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like
free promotion.
If I have to Google search it more than twice.
Yo, seriously, sometimes that shit makes me mad. Like if I'm looking for something, I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Why do I have to struggle to find this?
Yeah. Nah, that shit's fucking wild. That pisses me off. But so after that, we did our Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday was for Kanye West, 2004.
Make Kanye great again.
Facts.
Yep, I'm with that hashtag.
So this we're gonna have. I'm gonna spend a little time on my man Kanye West because there's a lot of Kanye slander going on.
Lies and slander.
But so let's talk about this picture. So as far as these records, I got a lot of shit for putting 808s on there.
Why?
People, I don't think people really understand what
808 was groundbreaking.
That's maybe my favorite Kanye album.
Oh, it's great. I'm not gonna say favorite, but it was a great, like for what it was a great fucking album. So like,
yeah,
I'm gonna go. We'll start from the top. We'll start from the top. Obviously, College Dropout. Fucking, we all know that album changed a lot of games. You know what I'm saying?
It changed hip hop.
It did. It really did. Like that album changed.
Through the Wire was one of the best songs he's ever.
Oh, and
Through the Wire, hands down, was
His jaw was fucked up. Like, he sounded crazy.
If you say my face felt, you know how Mace felt.
Oh my god, Shaka Khan, fucking like the smoothest way to sample. Like, it's just the sample god, and it's just like fucking. It was a great fucking project. Like, front to back. You even had Bernie Mac skits. Like, come on, bro. And then you got the album
the skits were amazing.
Oh, amazing. And then you got right after that, you have, what was it? There's Registration. I always get this shit wrong. There's Dropout, and then what's the name of the next one?
I think it's Late Registration, isn't it?
Late Registration.
And
then Graduation.
Then your Graduation. There we go. Late Registration and Graduation, to me, they were both great. But people didn't, because it's kind of hard to follow up after College Dropout.
Good morning.
It's hard to follow. You know, but like these two albums, he was building a fucking empire. Like, everything he touched,
it turned into gold.
It was
Platinum, sorry.
Gold. Like,
let me just say the visuals for Graduation are some of my favorite.
Oh my god.
Like, for the music videos and shit.
Oh, they were fucking great.
Fire.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just, the music changed. Like, listen to fucking, like, Common's been around forever, but what happened when he touched B? Like, B is still one of my favorite fucking records. It feels like that record's like 20 minutes long, and it's incredible. Like, fucking Consequences album that dropped, fire. Like, look, like everything he was putting his hands on, like, just came out gold. And then you got 808s, who people complain about, but it's like, bro, he was singing, but he changed the way radio music sounded. Like,
yep.
But the reason why 808 was so good though is because it was all emotion. Like, Kanye was going through some emotion.
He was speaking from his heart.
His mom's at that time.
Shit was fucked up.
Yeah, so what made it
feel it
so
raw.
was that, it was
that's
all
why I like it
emotional
so much,
music.
because you feel like it.
Yeah, that's
it
why I
was
play
so
808's up there.
Yeah. And
I think Graduation's still my favorite album though.
Oh, see, I don't necessarily call it an argument. I think Graduation, out of all of these, definitely is it's the most impactful. But personally, I think the Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy is my favorite, because
it's got some bangers on it.
I think that this project was just a musical masterpiece. Like, I feel like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this project was his, like, Da Vinci, like, painting. Like, this is the purest, most perfect.
It's like that Kanye. The video he did for Power.
Honestly, do you remember when that single dropped? How fucking dope that shit was.
Yeah,
when that shit hit the
beat
radio,
is ridiculous,
dude. And it's the simplest. Like, when I heard that song, I was like, "This is."
Yeah, it's so powerful though.
Oh, it's crazy. Nice.
I still think
another coffin. Nobody should ever touch that beat.
Yeah. Oh, seriously.
Yeah.
I still think one of his best things was Diamonds, though.
Dude, no, fucking yeah. Like, the project was nuts. Like, Power was crazy. All of the Lights was crazy.
Oh my god.
That one song with Chris Rock at the end, the one with John Legend, where he's like arguing.
You got your
Blame Game.
Oh
Blame
Game.
Pussy reframers.
Oh my god. And we all do the Yeezy taught me. Like, that shit was fucking hilarious. Chris Rock.
Yeezy taught me.
He said, "Who went in there and upholstered your pussy?" Like, it was hysterical, but it was like
reupholstered your pussy.
Yeah. It's fucking great. Like, you don't like the project was a masterpiece. Like, that song with Cudi and fucking Raekwon. I don't know what it is, but that song, just the instrumental and the vibe of that song, it's so powerful, and you don't even need to know what they're saying, but it just gives you a feeling that you're just like, man, I don't think I've heard anything like this before, and it's such a simple track. And Raekwon lost his mind, but it's just,
see, this just makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
The fuck out.
What happened to Kanye?
Nothing.
Make Kanye.
What happened?
He's still producing and making great music, though.
Make Kanye great again.
I didn't like Yeezus, but I liked Life of Pablo for what it was. I didn't think it was like
Life of Pablo was okay. I honestly like Yeezus better than
Basura.
Yeah, I thought Life of Pablo was better.
It was trash.
I think it was trash.
You're tripping.
I didn't like
what, Life of Pablo? Life of Pablo was the shit.
I hated it.
I liked Life of Pablo. It was cool, man.
Beautiful morning.
Oh, that shit's fire.
That shit starts my soul.
Nope.
It's up my morning bed. Like, that album makes my morning. That's my church. That's
I love that.
Right
or
there.
that track, he had that track with Kendrick. That track was fire. He was rapping it. No more parties in LA.
Oh my god!
I just say it just wasn't like. I guess at that point I just wasn't feeling the whole Kanye wave.
Okay,
so
yeah, you gave up on him. I mean, it was hard to get back to him because I didn't trust him after Yeezus. Like people were like always trying to tell me, "Oh, Yeezus want to."
I fucked with Yeezus.
I didn't.
I love
the only song on Yeezus that I fucked with is Black America Skinhead.
I like that one song with that like Rasta dude in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
that song was
hard. Yeah, that's my shit, yo.
But like,
Yeezus, to me, Yeezus production was, oh my god. Yeezus.
So you gotta know too that like Yeezus had a whole art gallery that was designed to go along with it.
That doesn't impress me though, because like College Dropout, fucking Kanye wrote a beat via like a painting. So I'm like, he was pushing.
What? Wait, hold on. What?
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
He did that, or was that Dark Twisted Fantasy where he did like the painting and he made the beat out of it? Do you guys?
Yeah, it was my Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh, it was off of that. Right?
Yeah,
it wasn't no damn Yeezus.
I have never heard that before.
I gotta find the video. It's pretty fucking dope. It's a good watch. But I don't know. Yeezus, like I feel like he was too trying to get into like everything super popular and get like the art gallery feeding niggas food and watching them eat out his hands bullshit. Like I wasn't on board with Yeezus. It didn't talk to me. And I wasn't fully on board with that Good Music project too that came out like right before it.
Oh, Cold Summer or Cruel Winter?
Yeah, I wasn't fully.
It's like the Cuddy shit, yo. Cuddy was.
You missed me with that shit.
Yeah, so I feel like that was just like him just trying something else. Like I don't know. I mean,
he was bringing his group together. It was a group collab. He wanted to showcase everybody on Good Music,
but the sound was weird, and it was like
off.
Yeah, the sound was weird, and I didn't like Watch the Throne either. They had the singles. Were
what?
I didn't like Watch the Throne that much.
Nah, bro, watch your mouth.
Slander.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I didn't like Watch the Throne. I was like, all right, it's okay, like, but I didn't think it was.
That's probably Kanye lost his goddamn mind on that album.
They both did.
It had some good tracks, but it had some buns.
No, that whole album was,
bro.
That Otis song.
Yeah, but that was a great song. That was a great song. But there was that. What was that fucking? Oh my god, Brother Malcolm. That song was buns. Get that song the fuck out of my face.
So one bad song.
No, there was a couple. It just wasn't.
Bad song.
No, the only songs that were really good. Otis was dope. I mean, Niggas in Paris is a good time. But like, what other songs?
Who gonna stop me, huh? Ham? Wasn't Ham on there too?
That wasn't Ham. Wasn't good.
Ham.
I didn't like Ham that much.
Yo, the whole album, you can't hate on that.
I was a motherfucker.
It didn't blow my mind. I was like, this is okay. I like that Jay-Z was rapping again because this was after Jay-Z's long drought of just not.
This shit was aggressive.
Shit.
That album was aggressive as
but
fuck.
It just didn't. It didn't have too much replay value for me. After a couple listens, I was like, all right.
Nah, you sleep.
You
sleep.
You know what?
Sleeper.
I'll listen to it just to humor you guys. Just to humor you guys. But
it goes hard.
As of right now, I'm in Sleepsville. That shit wasn't that good for me. So.
Yeah, obviously you must be sleeping on this whole album.
You need to.
Shame on you.
Shame.
And you're talking about the man who snores Jay-Z all the time. I snore about Jay-Z all the fucking time.
I don't know. I'll check it out. I don't believe you guys. I feel like I'm gonna listen to it and then immediately be like, you guys are fucking lying.
Yeah, coming from the one who drops garbage in our inboxes all the time.
Yeah. But see, that's trolling. I think you guys are trolling me right now, trying to tell me that album was great.
No, that album is fire.
That album's great.
I don't believe it.
Easy and 8.
Bro,
Easy 8.
You
Easy
listen
8.
to Russ. All right.
Who does? Slander.
You love
lies and slander.
You love Russ.
Nah,
these niggas lawyers.
Obligatory Russ slander.
Your man's. But
nah, not my man's. Big old fucking no symbol. Same with G-Eazy.
Oh man.
Yo, fuck that.
You know what? Jeezy can make a like he. I don't like Jeezy, but his music, I don't hate it because it's like, all right, his production and whatever money is put towards it, it's like, it's good music. Like, it's just decent to listen to. But like,
Jeezy's like saltine crackers, but like without the salt.
His music's good, but I couldn't tell you what he is as a rapper.
He's a vanilla wafer.
Like, I feel like
he's a fucking, no, not even. Too much flavor.
Yeah, he's just like.
He's like Post Malone. He's in the alternative category.
Not even.
Not even.
Nah, he's like the little wafers they feed you.
I'm being serious.
Oh man.
Y'all don't consider him a rapper, so
I don't know if Mark likes
Post Malone's
that.
not a rapper.
Post Malone's not a rapper. G-Eazy actually has songs where he's rapping.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Post Malone just sings.
It's just facts.
I don't know, man. Jeezy can rap a little bit, but he's just
Oh,
bland. He's bland. He's nothing.
It's because you can rhyme.
Yeah, he's
No
not like.
I like his first and second album.
I think he
though,
can put
'cause they were
I think he could put a song together,
No
and
frills.
it sounds good. But I couldn't.
Him and his
tell you
lady
a
need
single
to lay
verse
off
of
the
this.
coke and the aggravated assault.
Ooh, damn.
Wow, they're like personal level there, huh?
Pow!
Like,
Damn.
No.
and I thought I hated the yodeling kid. You really hate G-Eazy.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, bro. Too famous to be getting caught.
Just coming out like that.
What if you're famous? You don't smoke weed though. Like
That shit's legal where all the famous people are, bro. Think about that.
Oh, that is a fact.
That's why.
I
Because
feel like when you're famous, coke is legal.
It depends on where you are, I guess.
You know, I feel like they're like, "Oh, you're a celebrity. Here's
Depends on how famous you are, though. You know,
truth." His album,
like if Bill Gates does a rail off of a urinal in a public restroom, nobody's gonna believe you.
Nope.
truth.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe
But
it.
G-Eazy does it.
No.
You can believe it.
Yeah, Jeezy looks greasy, so it's like
G-Eazy definitely does bumps off the back.
I think he's like 45, so who knows?
Is he?
He's older. He's older than we think he is.
Okay, I could see that.
G-Eazy has sex with his socks on. I guarantee you.
Oh man, I love
He's looking tired as fuck all
like
the time.
through the pee hole.
Got the knee-high socks on and shit.
Jesus Christ! When I played on the basketball team in high school, I wore knee highs. But so the next,
Yeah, I wear long socks to work, but my calves are huge, so it has a weird effect.
Looks like spandex because you have huge calves. I know that.
Yeah.
I know how it is. My calves are huge for no reason. Even though they have a reason, but now since I'm not like an athlete anymore, it's just for no reason. But anyways, back to this review stuff. So this project I fucking loved. So one, I didn't think I was gonna like it because I just I judge things by the name of it. So it's called Big Bossin Volume 2 by Payroll, Giovanni, and Cardo. Cardo produced the shit, and his production is fucking smooth and fire. And Payroll Giovanni raps his fucking ass off on he's rapping some dope shit over the smoothest production. Like this shit sounds like this is what when someone's like, yo, let's go to this vacation spot, and you just have like this memory of like, oh man, this place is really nice. Picture that in hip hop form through your memory, and this is what you get. Like this shit is dope, but he's also rapping about some fucking like gangster shit. It's like 90s West Coast type feel. It's got pianos all over the place. It's fucking dope, and his voice is just big on a track. So
it's lowrider music.
Oh my goodness, for 1,000%. And this shit was just fire, man. I highly recommend
I want a gangsta boogie.
Gangsta boogie. A gangsta boogie. And then
man, Z40 on there too.
Oh, hey, I got we got his project came out too. His project came out too. I kind of want to do that one.
Jazzy Fizzle.
You can have it.
I've been slacking, but this next project, I wasn't. So I know some people kind of jock him a little bit, like, and I wasn't too big on this project. But Kontra-Band by Stevie Stone and JLB Hood. So I'm a JLB Hood fan, and I think he's been doing his thing the last couple of years. But Stevie Stone's dope too. I like Stevie Stone more when he sings, but this project just didn't. It wasn't the most for me. Like even though it was reviewed and got like a 7.0. I feel like it was like too let's get with the times kind of deal, and it wasn't like
that's unfortunately everybody other than Tech Nine. That's everybody in Strange Music.
No, not everybody. That's
just about everybody.
Murs doesn't do that.
On their lower tier.
Okay, because like I know Ses Crew and Murs put out some of my favorite shit because they're rapping over some dopeness, but like. And honestly, I don't like what's his name? That white dude with the crazy hair.
Murs.
Huh? Riz.
Oh, Ritz. That's his name. Sorry.
It's Ritz. Yeah, I've heard a few of his things. His things necessarily don't sound like that to me. But I don't think anybody on Strange Music sounds like that because Recognize doesn't sound like that. They use like fucking live instruments and shit. Nah, man, I think you're false with that statement, man. These dudes.
Ritz.
Ritz is like the country broke Action Bronson.
Ritz is whack.
Yeah, Ritz is like, he just got like a cool flow, but he doesn't. I don't think he's even doing the new.
I don't know. Honestly, I just feel like Strange should do things differently. That's just me.
But they all
to me, a lot of the artists on Strange music just fucking rap word salad.
I don't think that's well. I don't know, man. I'm like a Strange music fan, but I have like my favorites in there, and I have that I don't listen to. Like I like Cess Crew because they rap their asses off, and they're rapping about being broke and not being as famous as they should be. That's my kind of music. Then I like Murs because Murs has been around forever, and Murs is just he's pure. He's just rapping his fucking ass off, fire. And then I don't like Ritz, so I don't listen to him. Recognize the dope instruments and stuff, but I'm not like the biggest fan. Stevie Stone, I used to fuck with his projects because he just had like a different vibe, you know. Like he feels like the southerner of Strange music type of thing.
They have some horrorcore rappers too.
Some what?
Horrorcore rappers.
Yeah, I don't really know who's on there now. I know back in the day I used to like when they were like very like when they sounded like West Coast, like when they had like Cut Calhoun and shit like that. But I mean, I like Chris Calico. Chris Calico's probably the most talented artist in music. Period. Like
Calico's out of his goddamn mind.
Yeah, but
his voice is.
This project had some good tracks, but I like that Flawless is on there. He's been running around like the younger kid circuit for a minute. But Fresho's on it. I don't know that guy. I don't like that guy. He was on the fucking Eminem album and it was weird. But I don't know. This project, it got a 7.0 from the reviewer who did it, but it was like I wasn't on board with it. I think to me it's a boring album, but it's okay. It's just them doing shit that like I don't think they should do. Like you shouldn't be doing new wage shit. You know what I'm saying?
Stick to your wave.
Yeah, and Stevie Stone, just sing more, bro. You know, just sing more. You sound crazy and original and fire when you sing. Just do it. But all right, so we're gonna talk about this for a little bit. So we posted our Face Off Friday, and it was the Royce 5'9" and Eminem Bad Meets Evil project, and I was like, yo, who took this album? You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, the people, you know, and there's like I had to sort through like who's an Eminem hater, who's a Royce stan now because you see him active, who's racist. There's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But like if you're a true hip hop fan, it's definitely not an easy decision.
Yeah, it's a hard one for me. I go back and forth a lot.
Yeah,
Royce, like I said, Royce has that slight advantage just because at that point when I listened to it, I had no idea who Royce was.
You had shock value, exactly. Like that I can understand.
Really?
Like like honestly,
Royce just comes in snapping on that.
Honestly, at that time, I was like listening to like hardcore music and like I was not even listening to hip hop. And if I was
hardcore dancing,
yeah. I listened to like the mainstream hip hop.
Facts.
So like this came around and I listened to it and I'm like, oh yeah, and then I hear this band hop on the track and it just goes to snapping and I was just like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
Who is this?
Scary, man. Scary.
Then I went back and listened to who Royce was, and then to me he has him, but it's like a hair, like the slight because there's some songs that M just blacks the fuck out.
Oh yeah, like all around the fact that people can debate this, it's a win for everybody because it's like if you're a fan of old M, you win there. If you're a fan of new M, you win there. You're a fan of fucking just rap, you win. Like it's all over the place, and fucking I knew of Royce because I knew that whole D12 beef, but I never was like a fan of because I like a lot of people always tell me like, oh, you should listen to these albums, and I'm like I was never a fan of his albums. They were good, like he can rap, but I never was like, oh, I need to put this shit on rotation because his albums were never structured. They weren't structured for replay value.
I always really, really, really like Royce's features.
Oh yeah.
Because he just eats.
He's trying to out rap whoever's next to him.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
But that's what this album felt like. It felt like it was like a feature fest. But see, that's the thing with Royce. He's weird too, because like, yeah, he's trying to eat on features, but like on like Slaughterhouse, I feel like he never really stole tracks.
No.
You know, like I feel like
I think they have a couple tracks where like they all go in and shit.
I love Slaughterhouse.
Honestly, I think there was kind of like an established hierarchy. Like they all knew who who could out rap who and shit. Like they had already kind of.
I think it was more of a power thing. They all knew who was closer to M, and they played that. You know what I'm saying?
Know,
Everyone knew.
Going back to it, it's always like I always feel like Crooked I was just like, no, I'm gonna try to out rap every single one of you every song, and because he's
he was hungry.
Yeah,
but like Joe was always like kind of lazy rapping, which I kind of like lazy with Joe Budden.
Joe, I do. I fuck with Joe Budden, but like
just
there were some
tracks
where he would literally snap, but he wouldn't be as aggressive as them, and I would be like, yo, I think Joe took that song. You just gotta, it's just his demeanor just didn't sound like he wanted to take it.
Well, he's always he always tries to be quote unquote smooth Joe. Yeah, I mean?
Light skins, man.
Yeah, he's always emotional. That's why.
Fact.
In the Slaughterhouse cipher, the acapella one that Yo Wolf was into, the shady one.
Yeah, the shady record.
I like, as far as like like hearing it again and again, Joe's verse in that grows on me over time. Obviously,
it gets better and better.
They put the suicidal rapper on the bridge.
Oh yeah, that shit. Joe's the man. Like people sleep on him, but he could rap his ass off. And it's upsetting that he's put out dope tapes, he's put out dope albums, and like doesn't get,
it's no love,
none. But it's like, you know what? If you carry yourself like an asshole sometimes, or you're on some fuck shit,
that's what it is.
Joe is the biggest asshole of all time.
It's you know what makes it. You know what makes it. It's like, yeah, some people like they get their clout off of being an asshole, but he's an asshole. But he kind of argues the fact that he's an asshole more to the point like, well, I'm just being honest, or I'm not trying to be an asshole, and that kind of makes it look stupid. Like if you're gonna be,
he's got a much better sense of humor now than he used to.
Absolutely,
because he got that red bone that he put a baby in. Man, he's humbled. But like that, who'd you guys on three? Who y'all got? M or Royce? Who y'all got? I got M by a slight edge.
Oh, I thought we were doing all three.
M. I'm giving it to M.
I said Royce by a hair.
All right.
I'm gonna say Eminem.
Oh, all right. I give M a slight edge because some of the things,
some
of the images he painted, I like when I listen to that album. That those images come to my head, like the whole story of him like taking the girl, fucking throwing the CD out the car window. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, those accents, I got tight. Like I think of that shit because I love that project.
I said I cut.
Yeah, like all that shit is hilarious to me. But also like. He said my favorite line on the album is that David Carradine jacking his penis. Like, I'm trying to say I die hard. Like, that whole setup is crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, no one can do that.
Bars.
Yeah, bars. But I some dude in fucking the Angry Fan group hate. I was talking about the drug song with the Mike Epps skit. And this dude had, like, a burning hatred for that song. He fucking hated
that song grew on me.
I like that song.
I can see why. At first, I hated that song too. As soon as I heard "Serb Paint" next,
because I hate Mike Epps, and it's got the corny beat too.
Yeah, but one day I actually sat down and listened to it. I was like, "Yo, this is actually catchy. It's just like a fun joking around Eminem song, but they flowing on it."
The end of it, where they start speeding up, it's fucking crazy.
We need another Bad Meets Evil, please.
I say Eminem.
Yes, please.
It's just going to be close. But I think Royce is the only one that could bring that side of Eminem out. And that's
again, yeah. I think Royce right now is the only person who can get him to actually rap.
To make him rap, yeah, it's a fact.
Yep.
Instead of just like whatever this bullshit he's
honestly,
on right now.
M's done some dope features throughout the year. He had a dope verse on that Big Sean album. I love that song.
I feel like if you took his
what? You're crazy.
I feel like if you took his entire last album and like just clipped his audio like so that his like just his voice came out and put that shit on different beats and remixed it, it would be better.
The last album I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was like
production is horrible.
Yeah, the album was garbage.
It was audio like sonically it was trash.
Yeah, I think it was just it wasn't like memorable. It just wasn't a good album. But like I didn't think it was trash.
Yeah.
I think he was saying some dope shit. I just feel like Rick Rubin fucked him up.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, Rick Rubin fucks up a lot of things, so it is what it is. Like, I still don't understand how that man.
Everything that's not Beastie Boys turns to shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. He ruined Metallica for me. Now he's ruining Eminem. But yeah, it's just like it is what it is. But that album, it's like, all right, just do something else now. Do something better. Produce your own shit. Like when you were producing shit, it was fire.
Or get Dre to do it again. Fuck it.
No,
anything with Dre is gold.
M is not really that great of a producer. He's a decent producer, but
his production was dope in its time, bro.
It's like Eminem and Nas just suck at selecting beats.
Nas got
but
better.
They only could rap on a certain beat, but they never pick that beat that they could rap on. You know what I'm saying? You
like
know,
Eminem
could only.
I'm versatile.
Yeah, Eminem. Yeah, for real. No, you only could rap on a certain type of beat, and everyone knows that. So when you try to go to these more structured, complicated beats, it don't work for you, man, because you're not a structured rapper. You need a beat.
I feel like he's gotten too obsessed with like the dense rhyme schemes.
It's that weird flow that like started from that like cipher that he just can't. He hasn't been breaking too much.
It's that accent flow.
We like the accent though. The accent flow is dope. He's doing the weird like this is my normal voice and I'm breaking everything up. Like it's weird.
Yeah, a lot of pauses. His breathing's all fucked up.
Yeah,
it's like retarded battle rap.
He's like, so do you think about it for a second?
Yeah, I think when he did the voices, it's better. I feel like the fact when he tried to like when he's like, oh, I'm killing the accents. I feel like that's what throws him off a little bit because like those accents, hate it or love it, like they add a little bit of swag and connection. Now he's kind of just like
but he didn't
sounds like
have
a nerd
the accents. I think the accents were only happened during where he was relapsing because I hated it. Like he did a whole album with that accent, and it was just
album,
like,
bro. Bagpipes from Baghdad was my shit.
The 3 a.m. song is fucking awful.
I love that.
Yo, 3 a.m. is 3 a.m. in the morning is a tough ass song, and the reason why I like 3 a.m. is because throughout the whole song. He's painting a picture in the morning.
My key in the door. That's right. I love that project. That project was a good time.
The album wasn't bad. It was just the accent, man.
It's weird. It's just different.
I grew up hating Kim, so.
Yeah, fuck Kim Mathers.
Yeah, stupid hooker.
Dude, listening to the Obi Trice album last week, he had that one song
Obi Trice goes hard.
where he says like the darkest fucking lyrics, but it's like where he shits on Kim and a security guard, but it was like
there's one song where he rapes his own mom.
Oh yeah, he's a lunatic. It's Eminem.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh man, the Eminem's a fucking lunatic, man. But
100%.
So
wrapped up.
To hype that up. So the reason Royce got that spot was because Royce announced his album, and he announced it during
not
the
an
week.
album. It's a book.
Yeah, he announced his album. One, the promo was dope. He announced it out of nowhere because he's taking his shot at the the mainstream fancy shit, which I'm okay with, bro. Like fucking, you're a rapidy rapper and you spitting all that shit that people fucking
rapidy rap.
Yeah, then fucking come out hard, like go at people's necks. And then he put out the single with the video for Caterpillar. And again,
Jesus Christ.
You got M rapping. Oh my god.
Eminem lost.
They made a video? They made a video?
Yeah, it's nasty.
The video's fire. The visuals are dope. And it's old school. It feels good. The fucking hook, like Royce singing his ass off. Like, what the fuck? Like, it was fun. I like, that's my track. Like, I told Mark immediately, I'm like, yo, that shit should have got a diamond. You should have double diamond on the review.
I just felt.
And then I changed it to a diamond.
And I told you could, but like it was one of those things. Like you're sitting there, like, I don't want to give it a double diamond.
Oh, double diamond! Because that song, I've been looping that song.
No one's got a double D.
I had my baby dancing to that shit.
I can't listen to the Logic one, man. Like,
Logic's verse was.
I like the rant a lot.
See, I'm glad I'm not the only one, man. That rant fucks it up.
Remember that dude that posted the corn souffle?
The corn
That's
casserole.
Logic's verse in that song.
Corn casserole.
Corn casserole.
Just so
with the whole kernels, man. You know what I'm saying?
So people get a visual. Someone posted what they thought of the Logic verse, and they posted ingredients to corn casserole. It's one of the most creative and funniest ways that you can
corny.
Oh man!
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'm happy.
I like it.
What's weird is like I have a weird I used to like Logic, and then now I just can't stand it.
Once you see
I don't want to listen to him anymore.
Yeah, once you see the corny stuff, it's like I like that Logic's been trying to break that mold. Like, because the last project, the Tarantino 2 project, fire. But I like his verse on here. I like the rant where he's just like black.
That's the whole thing is like that's what everybody's always shitting on him about. So like, why are you gonna keep?
But I think that's why I like it.
But he was mad about it. That's what he was talking. He was just mad.
Yeah, he let out his frustrations about what people have been shitting on him for, and I appreciate that because like you feel like rappers don't really care what everyone's saying about them, and he really showed it. He showed. No, I like that he showed it, man. It shows that he still listens. I fuck with that. He humbled himself. But Book of Ryan, Royce 5'9", man, project is fucking solid, man. Fucking super duper solid.
Absolutely.
9.9.
Not yet, because I think I gave it one track because that one track that was okay.
Okay, I can respect.
You know what I mean? If that one track was not just okay, it would have got a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, dude, it was done right, man. It had the fucking intros, all that shit.
I love the intros because it was like a chapter. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is what's going on. Then he raps his ass off about whatever it is, and then he has that next track, and then does the same shit. Like that song with Jadakiss on it, Jesus H Christ. That's the song that I gave. That's the song that I gave the diamond to originally because everybody just smooth. Like they flow together so nicely, man. That shit is
Jadakiss is always snaps.
Oh, absolutely. He lost his goddamn.
Like if Jadakiss just like rapped in his cadence and said nothing, it'd still be fire.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like he could do whatever the fuck he wants, man.
When Jadakiss just talks, it's bars.
Yeah, exactly. So
top
raspy.
10 dead or alive.
Yo, remember when he was?
And I ain't even got a light off spliffs.
Remember when Facebook was doing that, posting that video where he's talking about battling people? Yo, who would you want to see him battle again? Like who would you like now?
Everybody.
Yo, you know who I want to see him go at now?
Who?
I would love to just see him and Buttons go head to head.
Yes.
I think that'd be fucking disgusting.
Oh, Crooked.
Ooh, I don't want to see anybody against Crooked. I don't know what, because like I feel like Crooked's just he plays the nice guy thing, but I feel like he's just way.
I think
against Kiss.
Oh my god, that'd be scary. That'd be a good one.
I just hate how fucking
Kiss raps like a razor blade, bro. So
honestly,
like,
though, if they went at it and fucking like Kiss got the locks to come in, and then what's the name got the horseshoe gang? Oh my god, I'd be.
Jadakiss versus
horseshoe gang.
They're fire. They're crazy. They sound weird too. I fuck with the horseshoe gang.
Jadakiss versus Pusha T.
Oh Lord, Push.
Yeah, that's more like it because they always fucking talking about selling some shit.
I'm just trying to see.
Push that he's been impressing me with every release. Like his last album, first listen, I was like, yo, this is solid. I listened to it
aggressive,
again, and then I was like, yo, this is deep.
Makes you want to just start.
Like, yo, his pen is there now.
Like you got a good job. You're supporting your family. You listen to a Pusha T album, and next thing you know, you're cooking crack in the kitchen. You don't even need to.
You're like, how did I get
here? Man, if you listen to Pusha T and watch Breaking Bad, you really be in the kitchen.
Yams everywhere.
Nah, that's a battle I'd pay money to see. I want to see. I would love to see them go at it.
On wax.
But like
no.
On
Jadakiss.
That'd be scary. Oh my god, are you one of those M haters?
No, I just don't think like which M are we talking about?
We're talking about battle rap,
dude.
We're not talking about
if M has to go at any. I don't care what M.
The last cipher M did, I was not impressed.
But that's a cipher. M's not gonna when M's battling someone. And don't bring up the Trump shit. If M is like going at another rapper, M is a different person, bro.
M blacks the fuck out. He doesn't care about your feelings.
Yeah, I want to see like I feel like M would. Yeah, I feel like that's the problem we have with M now is that no one's brought him to that point where he had to do it again.
No one wants to try him like that, though.
Somebody needs to just beef with him, just for shits and giggles.
But that's the thing. In order for you to really get at Eminem, you have to say something about like his daughter. That's the only thing that really triggers him.
No, you can just be like, you're whack.
Well, if that's the case, then Eminem should be going after Royce right now.
What happened?
He might. Who knows?
What happened?
What that song that he has, Strong Friends.
Oh yeah.
He took a shot at D9 and Eminem, and Eminem was on the album.
D12. He subtracted how many?
No,
I know one of them's dead, but
I'm pretty sure he said D9, my friend.
Oh. Damn.
I'm pretty sure.
Bizarre's out here hungry for some features. He stayed.
But yo, like,
have you seen his Instagram?
Bizarre's?
He's nuts.
It's sad.
It's weird, bro.
He does some gimmicky shit with this dude.
Dude, do you want to get fucked from behind? That fucking album was stupid as fuck, yo.
I fucked with Bizarre. He added that little twist to all their, because like
Bizarre's always been trash.
They all could rap, and he was like the comic relief. Like he was hysterical.
Who was your favorite out of D12?
Swifty.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Swifty was
maybe Conniva.
Shit.
What? I was
Swifty McVeigh.
Yeah, Swifty used to say some like aggressive fighting bars, and I'm like, yo, I can rap this. They were way too good for like when they came out, way ahead of their time.
Yeah, they were way. That's what sucks, man. Is then they all just kind of like flopped.
Yeah, because like no one, I don't think people comprehended how dope they were.
It
was like too much raps for you. You know what I'm saying? Like people like
it was too hardcore. They were talking about punching holes in the mouth with a roll of quarters in their fist and shit. Like,
Proof had a fucking school shooter verse, bro. Like they were nuts.
For real. Yo, 40 ounce was my shit though. When 40 ounce came on, I wanted to fight somebody.
Yeah.
I never like
went. Or the fight music too. They literally have a song called Fight Music.
Dude, that song was hard.
Yeah.
Wasn't that for like the Ice Cube movie, Ghost of Mars or some shit?
I think so.
Best movie.
Yeah, that Eminem verse on
type of shit to make you want to lose your life music.
But the first D12 album had that scary ass Eminem getting that fucking Whitey Ford and fucking Fred Durst track, the little girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit goes hard.
Yeah.
That's some of my favorite beef songs.
Yo,
Nail in the Coffin with Benzino.
Fire.
Oh, and Bully
shitting on Mariah Carey.
Yeah, with the voicemail shits. That shit was so funny.
God.
I feel like that's underrated because it was Mariah Carey, but it was still a savage ass diss song.
Oh, it was fire.
What made it better was that it was Eminem, so you was like, yo, this dude is petty as fuck, but you love it because you know he's petty.
Oh yeah.
That's why I enjoy M so much, because he's so goddamn petty.
Oh yeah, he's a piece of shit. I love it, man. Especially who's gonna mess with a crazy white boy on drugs at the time? Nobody.
No one.
Dude didn't give a fuck about himself. But
nope.
So the next project, after all that good stuff, the next project was a weird one for me. I had to do the next three projects, the Rae Sremmurd album. So it was SR 3MM was their collective album. It was like 9 tracks. It was like all right, but it was like it had some okay songs. It was like kind of wavy, but like there's really not too much content. So they got like the yellow, like the kind of my man's. Then it was all right. Like I could put it on and not listen to it, but I feel like it gets worse if I listen to it. You know,
they need a third member.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know, man. I feel like they just don't fuck with each other. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's got like the production.
It's weird, man.
But
yeah, because it's Mike Well.
Oh, it's weird, man. Oh yeah. But so Swaecation, Swae Lee's, who I thought was gonna be good because I know he does all the singity sing light skin shit. Oh, first off, this cover is the most light skin shit I've ever seen in my existence. Just look at the cover and
he's trying to be like Prince, man.
Oh, whoa. That
don't disrespect.
Lies and slander.
I said he's trying.
Relax.
I didn't say anything.
I wouldn't even condemn.
If anybody's trying to be Prince, it's Uzi.
Don't put. Oh Lord, can we just not talk about that? Let that man's soul rest, please. But Swaecation was Swae Lee's project. It had some very, very like cool singing, relaxing tracks, but it also some of them were just boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's a bit too much, and it's like, I get the repetitive thing, but if it's a good thing you're repeating, that's fine, but then it gets, like, weird. But the best out of the whole thing was fucking Slim Jimmy's project, because he was rapping
who can actually rap.
Ass off. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what he sounded like, because I just know, like, that I ain't got no type in that fucking Black Beatles shit, and I was like, yeah, pretty sure there's no rapping on those 2 songs. And then I hear this, and I'm like, yo, who is this man? First 2 tracks, rapping his fucking ass off, going crazy. So I fuck with this project, minus, I don't really like the Pharrell track. I think it's hot garbage. And it was fucking trash. So that I wasn't really into that. That weird dude who got a shitty album review, Trouble, was on there. That was like an okay feature. The Zoe Kravitz song is fucking dookie. And it almost got the dookie from me, but I was like, but the beat's okay. So I was like, I'm not going to fucking but it got the trash bin. But
Jerreau, but you should have given it to Dookie. No pity points.
No, the beat was all right, you know. So the beat, but it was like right on the cusp. But the fucking project was dope. Other than that, like he's rapping his fucking ass off. Some of the songs that were smooth, like. But it's like completely this CD out of the 3 is completely different. The Swaecation and the SR 3M, whatever. Those two sounded too similar. So I feel like maybe they're just like fucking with Swae Lee a little bit more, but it was a weird project, man. I thought more little kids were gonna come after me for the review, but you know, I lucked out, you know. But some people I see like,
well, because he got a kind of my man, so it's like,
yeah. Well, I gave it. If you look at the picture, I gave Swae Lee has a kind of on his face. The whole thing has a kind of, and then Jxmmi has a my man's on his face. It's like a little tiny one. For the week, my the last album we did for you know, the weekdays, because we're gonna get to SoundCloud Saturdays, was I think my favorite album of the day, because it hit me so hard, was fucking Styles P, the G Host album. Like, it's literally what you expected after all these years of him rapping. It's what you expect him now. Like, it's full circle.
More rapping.
Oh,
rapidy rap.
And it's honestly, it had a fire EP building up to this, and this is it's like way better than you'd expect. Like, it's a complete project from him. Like, the only song that I was upset about was a song with Whispers, and I'm a fan of Whispers, but I think that song was a little bit on the lazy side. It was just okay. But the rest of the project, even some of the skits are funny. The project was fire. Like, it's got boom bap, it's got some like a little touch of new age rap, but not necessarily like the you know, just different.
He was just mad aggressive. Holy shit.
He's rapping his ass off. And I was telling people, I'm like, yo, he's always been my favorite of the Locks because of his ability to tell stories. And he switches it up. Like, he can punch too. He's not the strongest puncher, but he can if he has to. But his storytelling, to me, was something that he just had over Jada. Yeah, he had over Jada. I feel like his storytelling's just a little bit more. That's why he was like edge my favorite. But project's fire. Anybody you fuck with hip hop, or if you just were alive, like, were you born in like the
hip hop?
Yeah, you gotta fuck with this album, bro. Like, I remember growing up loving fucking Locks and any of those, you know, those rappers that came out aggressive, and like to see them put out a project like this, it feels good, man. If you're 30 and you listen to this album, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is.
Make you hit the rewind button.
Fact. But so that's the regular stuff. So now let's go to good old SoundCloud Saturday.
Dumpster Saturdays.
SoundCloud Saturday started.
Oh, that's not nice, Mark.
Let's do the famous dudes on SoundCloud. So we got Ugly Gods Project, Lil Something before the album. Oh my lord.
Okay. What's funny about that, what I said about the review, is like, I actually have a family member who, quote unquote, is a rapper and wants to give me my cousin Alec.
Oh, I don't think I know him.
He said he has like 4 or 5 songs out. It's literally on one CD. He had given it to me, I think, last Christmas. Like this past Christmas.
Was it wrapped up in a gift box?
I think he gave it to me. He gave it to my brother, gave it to my sister.
I think Santa might have left the CD under that tree, bro.
It had a house fire.
You better open your presents, and tree might catch on fire.
But yeah, go
ahead.
It
was literally from your rapping cousin who was like, "Yeah, I'm fire," and oh my god, Jesus Christ!
Oh man, yeah, this project
trash can water, you said.
It's fucking awful, bro. Got a negative 5 out of 10. And it's like, come on, bro. If this is what's gonna hype up the album, cut it out. Like, and I get it, he's kind of a joke and whatnot, but like,
yeah, isn't he a satire rapper? That's what I thought, at least.
Yeah, but you can be a good satire rapper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Lil Dicky's phenomenal. He can fucking rap, and he's having a good time, and he's hilarious. Like, you listen to his songs, you actually laugh. Like, there's a difference between that and like not actually being talented and then trying.
Bo Burnham's the OG funny white rapper.
Yo, Bo Burnham's
saying
he's the man. All his specials. But yeah, this shit was just. Oh my god.
Nah, man, you gotta get the diarrhea sound.
A little something. What was it called? A little something before the album.
Yeah, there's a little.
Please keep these. Should have kept those 4 tracks in.
Something.
Oh my
that means the album's gonna be a fucking steaming pile of shit.
I'm obligated. I'm obligated to review the project when it comes out, just so I can shit on him.
Oh my god, rough. But so the second project of SoundCloud Saturday was We got a project 420 Dead Presidents.
This fucking artwork,
by
man.
Stix Side Music.
Stix
Side
I
Music.
love
Are we
that
back in the pixel art era?
We thought that we actually liked his stuff.
Yo, I was just about to talk about that. Yo, so Walko, I don't know if you saw the Instagram post. So fucking Mark is like, yo. So Emma's like, yo, man, this art is God status. Like, and this dude's like, yeah, you know, I did this myself. And we're like, we're like, yo, it's like the same art as that Freeze project. And this guy's like, yeah, you know, if you need some art, hit me up. He swore we were hyping him up, bro. Like, he swore we liked the shit, bro. That shit was hilarious. That shit is hot crust buns, yo. But, yo, honestly...
Yo, I'm looking at that. Homeboy really was like, yeah, majority of that shit comes from me.
Yeah, my shit is fire, dog. I know.
So what made it
confidence is key, bro.
You know what it looks like? So remember like the old school Cash Money albums, but take away all the gold, all the diamonds, and this is what's left over is this picture, bro. Like you're a group of like 6 people, and there's just I don't know if this guy's part
this
of
is a struggle album cover.
One guy on it, you know what I'm saying? And
that's the only one who sent his picture in time.
Yo, this shit is
got
crazy.
The green aura around him and shit. Like,
it's like we have like brand new phones. How the fuck did you get a filter that looks like a character selection screen from the first Mortal Kombat? This shit is wild, bro. So
the guy on the cover stuck in the 90s. Looking like a rejected Jim Jones without the struggle beard.
Oh man, this album cover is the Lucy of all albums.
Struggle.
I hope it came. Like, did it drop on 420? At least they'll have that. Hopefully,
yes, it did.
I feel like it didn't because of the artwork. They were like, "Yeah, no, we got a guy. We're waiting on this art."
We had to push it back a week because my graphic artist is coming with that.
They made smoking weed look bad because now motherfuckers gonna think they were high when they made this album.
Oh, you know they were.
No. If they were high, the shit would have looked better. I bet.
Nah, what it was is they were high, but all they had was paint.
That's so crazy, man.
MS Paint. That's it.
The shit looked like
MS Paint's discontinued. That's what makes it better.
It was recorded on Windows 95.
Dude, it's rough, man. So if you guys want to, and the invisible money just floating around, like I don't know what's going on. But anyways, this project, man,
it's bad to the bone.
This project was rough, bro. Like so these dudes, they're locals, Long Island dudes. I did a cypher with one actually. He has bars, he can rap. But this project's rough. It's a bunch of dudes, and it's like to start, the production is weak. Like a lot of the production is just not good. You know what I'm saying?
Is it One Eyed Willie's on the track, right?
Yeah, One Eyed Willie's definitely on the track. Fucking cooking up some heat, but it's rough, bro. Like it's like if you know those YouTube beats and stuff that you find, but they're not the good ones. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mix of like YouTube and SoundCloud beats that just don't do it. And the mixing and mastering is rough. Like my car didn't know where to push sound from. And then it's just the pacing.
It's all compressed and shit.
Yeah, like I don't even think it's called 420. I couldn't tell you I heard anything like any weed tracks on it. And it's like, bro, it's a mixtape, so you could just use industry beats. Like,
you ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
It is what it is. Like, but like, and what's crazy is like a lot of these dudes can fucking rap, but it's like when it doesn't sound good or the mixing and mastering is like not good. It's like, do you really?
And the graphic work.
It's like you don't want to hear it. But there's this one dude on there who I had to call out in parentheses. He has this weird raspy voice, and I wasn't okay with him. And then there's this chick who like makes femcs look bad, and it's just like it's crazy.
Stop it.
And you know these dudes can rap, but it sounds like it just doesn't sound good, bro. Like it's kind of like
it's probably just the mixing and stuff, man. It's just like it's all
seriously
off.
It's the mixing, the weird production. It's all of that. It sounds like the microphones are like the paper thing that holds toilet paper, but like the paper's still on.
No, they're rapping into the ones you use for teleconferences and shit.
The Rock Band microphones.
Yeah.
Fucking Guitar Hero. Yo, it's, you know, it was like, it hurt. But I mean, the good thing is they weren't like upset about it, and they all, most of them, a couple of them sent me their individual projects, which I would feel I'm gonna hate if the individual projects are better, because it's like, yo, you guys are a team, like, invest.
Your team is basura.
Yeah, and I've seen these dudes live. Like, they're dope live. They can rap. They're like punchliners. They all just punchline. They're all crazy. Like, one of them wears shades. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, but this project just doesn't. It's just it sounds like the stigma of it sounds like the stigma of a SoundCloud rapper. So it's like whatever. But the next project, boy, did I have a good fucking time. Watch The Stove by the Hamburger Helper, or just goes by Helper. This fucking 5-song EP is a good fucking time. The production.
Yeah, you always be making these food albums for me, man. I listened to that Wendy's one. I really thought it was Wendy's at first. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, that Wendy's one banged too, though. That shit was dope.
These are some clever ass shits, man.
She was going at all the other establishments, but this one's dope, man. This one is literally, it's nuts. I gave Crazy a diamond because I've never heard a song like that song, and it's like, it's one of those songs you're either gonna love it or hate it, but it's nuts. Like, the song is just very, very different, but there's raps. But like out the gate, first track, just rapping, like. And then
feed the streets.
Oh man, but then it turns into a bit of a SoundCloud thing. The last two songs, they're really dope. They're actually really smooth. There's like auto-tune singing, but the quality drops just a little bit, and you can hear it. It's enough to hear it. But I feel like if those songs, the quality was better, they probably would have got fires because they were catchy. But this project was dope, man. I fucking enjoyed it, man. I like these food albums, man. I can't even be mad.
Food bars.
And then the Slept on Sunday is Cul-de-sac by Childish Gambino, man. I feel like that's a slept-on project. A lot of people only know him for either the EP that got him.
People don't even know that shit even came out.
And
I
tell people that this is the blueprint to Camp. Like, if you listen to this and Camp, it's like essentially the same album. It's just Camp. He stepped it up. And that's what it should be. Like, the EP was definitely crazy dope. A lot of people know him from like the EP because the EP was what was like pushed. I think that was when he was like signing to like Jay-Z's. That was signing to Rockefeller. And but Cul-de-sac is there, man. Cul-de-sac was dope. Like, this is when he kicked back when he was like, when he first was like really rapping. He had a bunch of like these weird mixtapes, like, and he had this weird,
when he was on the Community still.
Not even before that too. When it was like right after the Derek comedy stuff, he was doing when he first started the Childish Gambino stuff, and he was rapping with like this snot nose, like kind of going with the gimmick of it, and it wasn't good. And then once he kicked the voice, he matured like greatly. Like, this was a product of that, and it was fire, man. Like, this shit is dope. Like, I love this project. Like, my favorite song on there is I Got This Money, and it's kind of like a fucking like a house almost with like a weird like guitar riff on there, kind of like that, what's that dude, Mr. Prob's song that everybody fucking knew, but it was like kind of like that kind of vibe, and he's rapping and singing and shit. It's super light skinned, so of course I love it. But yeah,
I need it to be re-released on vinyl just so I can have the instrumentals.
Oh man, remaster.
That's so hipster.
It's so hipster. I could fuck with a remaster of this project though. This project was dope. But you could definitely see like the blueprint of it. But speaking of I got a couple of subjects about my man Gam Gam. But did you guys see the video for that new track today?
Him dancing his ass off.
Yo, dancing his ass off. But yo, that video, like, that song may be simple, and the Lord Thugga Thugga's on it. Don't say nothing, Walko. But this fucking the video is powerful, bro. Like, I watched the shit, and like I watched it with Angie, and she got chills. Like, she was like, "What the fuck?" Like, it's a powerful video. Like, it's visually he's insane. Like, but he knows what he's doing. Like, he's a smart dude. He's
Lord Lando.
Dude's ahead. He's ahead of his time, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very. So
he can do all three things. He can act, right,
sing. Yep. He produces.
That's what you call a Renaissance man.
He produces
Lord
too.
Lando.
That's what's crazy. He produces his shit too. Like, that's what's even better. Like, he knows what he's doing, bro. Dude is a fucking
he's
pure
a musician.
artist. Yeah, he's a pure artist. He does whatever. He can do it all. But I got into it with this like super hipster girl. She posted some shit, and I strongly disagreed. So I had to let her know this because it's the internet. Why not? I got a keyboard. But she posted the video and she went, Donald Glover is everything that Kanye wishes he was.
How, Swae?
So I was like, well, without Kanye, there's no Childish Gambino.
That's true.
Absolutely.
So I'm just like, yeah, but like, you can't just disrespect. Like, I can understand if you said that Kanye now wishes he could be Childish Gambino now, but it's like Kanye paved the way. Like, Kanye did it all before. You know what I'm saying? Kanye paved the way for this dude. Like, Kanye was
look
woke
at
as
808s.
fuck. Not even 808s though. Like look how like Jesus Walks was like, that was for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a song that like people in the hood who pray all the time and do fucked up shit, like they could relate to. Like, just, there was a, you know, like fucking just little things that even Kanye says, like, you know, fucking
It helped him
couldn't
become
afford a
as woke as
car.
he is now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, if it wasn't for people like Kanye, like, dudes like Gambino wouldn't exist. And it's no slight to Gambino. Gambino's a fucking genius. But it's like, yo, to me, that's... Oh, I'm about to put on that fire noise. To me, that's just this generation, these young kids disrespecting like, the creators and the people who make this music that they're so fucking snobbily picking at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's disrespectful. Like, what do you guys think about that?
Hey, now you see what I said with the Yodel Kid.
Oh
He
my
didn't do
God.
the Yodel Kid didn't do anything, man. He's just yodeling some classics.
If it were not for the people like Kanye, Gambino would not be here right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Gambino would still be a comedian.
I can't believe that fucking Jonathan brought up the Yodel. I'm fucking tearing. I'm fucking tearing right
I hate that little motherfucker. So disrespectful to be on fucking Coachella.
Yodel gang.
Oh my
But
god.
I do agree with you though. I do. Kanye paved the way for like the Gambinos and
Cudi.
the Cuddies. Well, Cudi kind of set that tone too, because Cudi kind of took it and
I feel like Cudi's an innovator
Cudi
of
was
that.
like the personal, but Kanye was like one of the first to really like take a stand towards like just government and like the times, like that whole Bush doesn't like black people shit. That was a strong thing to do, like, you know what I'm saying?
Especially in that time, because nobody wanted to say it.
Yeah, you know, like people weren't like people like rapping about the hood were just rapping about like the state of the hood, but no one really touched on why the hoods were like that, like why poverty was like that. And for someone who was a voice of like, it's fucking Chicago, like if someone was a voice in music can say some shit like that during a time of tragedy, like that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone learned from that. Like I don't care what the whole Kardashian thing and all that bullshit, like he did it, so it happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy that someone can just shit on Kanye's whole career. You know what I'm saying? Just because
he's doing that himself.
Just because someone they like. Well, see,
It tarnishes it.
Did you? All right. So did you watch the two interviews?
I did.
So
yeah,
the TMZ one was very wild, but I low key do understand what he was saying. But he was saying some craziness, and I'm not gonna like give him that. But they did cut out a lot of shit too that he was trying to say.
Well, that's what's supposed to. Of course, they're going to do that. You have to make it more to where he looks like he's crazy.
Yeah, they make it worse. That's why I'm like, I get what Kanye's trying to say. I just personally feel like Kanye, you can really see that he doesn't have management, and you can see that like someone's not there to articulate what he's trying to get across. And he's kind of flexing the whole like I'm an artist and I can do these, say whatever I want. Because like I get what he's saying, because like when you're a lunatic, like I think crazy shit all the time, and I'm like, yo, I get what I'm trying to say, but I can't fully say it to a sense.
I think he's just surrounded. I think he's just surrounded by a bunch of successful rich white people, and they keep telling him stuff that they think is true, so he thinks it's true because they're rich and successful.
See, I don't see. That's the
and
thing.
he has no context for these things.
See, I don't think.
I feel like Kanye's been crazy
for his album.
See, I don't think it. Well, I do definitely see things as a marketing move, but I like realistically, I don't think he thinks these things are true. I feel like he's trying to put his twist to it, and he just can't say it right. You know what I'm saying? Like he's using terrible examples, but he's using stuff. He's using it's
stuff that's relatable to him and not to us.
Not even that. Like I'm more of a person that. Like when I try to prove a point, or if I'm trying to explain something, I'm an extremist. Like I use the two extremes. Because to me, if I use two complete extremes, you can find some sort of way in the middle.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's doing something similar to that, but I feel like he also, I feel like he knows but doesn't realize I feel like he knows that he is a powerful voice. He is a powerful figure and anything he says kind of goes, but I also feel like the fact that he doesn't really think he's that powerful. You know, like, does that make sense? Like, he doesn't think he's that powerful of a voice, that he is just speaking his mind. Like, and I don't think he's crazy. I feel like, you know, people fucking hyped it up and they're like, oh my God, he said the word slavery, so let's break down every single thing that happens after that. But it's like, I don't think they were catching what he was trying to say. But I feel like he didn't get it out clear enough. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he didn't say it clear enough, so that's on him. He looks fucking crazy because he said that shit. But did you guys see the Charlemagne interview?
No, that I didn't see.
Dude, watch it. It definitely it was a more calm and quiet interview, and Charlemagne's the man. He's asking good questions, but
yeah, it wasn't as many like gotcha questions.
Yeah, exactly. No one was trying to fucking like get no crazy shit out of him. Like, Charlemagne was just asking, and Charlemagne was like, he wasn't being like a bitch. He was just like, he was asking him real shit, like, yo, how's your mental health and all that stuff. And Kanye said some things that that I was like, yo, this makes sense. Like, everybody's calling this man crazy, but like, all he does is speak his mind. He was talking about, like, he mentioned the Taylor Swift moment being like one of the worst moments in his life, and he mentioned it because he was saying like that was at that moment they tried to take him off like the radio. That was when he started getting declined by like the radio and shit like that. And that's when he felt like he had to change his sound because he took a shot at like someone like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that could be true, because like things did change after that. But also he was talking about his struggle of he constantly puts in so much work and nothing is graduation. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can see that.
And that's got to drive. But
I feel like that's every artist who puts out a masterpiece like that. They're always like, "Oh, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do it like that?"
Yeah. No, but it's definitely a good watch. Like, I definitely want people, like, feel like people should watch them, but like the whole slavery thing, don't just watch the fucking clip that people post online. Like, watch the whole thing, and like, instead of being like some sort of asshole who just wants to fight people on the internet, I think it's good to just take 2 seconds to empathize and think what he's actually trying to get out, because he's like, you know, I feel like he does need some management or someone to kind of be like, dude, you know, this is
all he has is 2 lawyers and himself.
Didn't he fire his manager?
Yeah, he fired his manager and hired 2 lawyers.
It was Mama Kardashian for a bit, and then he was just like, nah, I can't be managed. Which is, it's a bad move. I mean, both would have, you know, been bad.
I don't know if I would want her manage me anyways. Next thing you know, Kanye would be pregnant.
Hey,
yo, I feel like she's a genius manager though, because like
she's a genius manager.
All of her kids are caking. Like, they're all caking.
All the kids are caking and are fucking banged up and knocked up by a rich motherfucker.
Yeah, but I mean, he definitely needs like a speaker, someone to just like calm him down a little bit, because like also the more he's
write his words from.
Yeah, or like just to translate his like what he's trying to get out.
Yes.
Because like
he needs a better PR rep.
Yeah, because I can relate to him. Like, when he's saying shit, and like, if the more you don't understand him, the more intense he gets in trying to explain it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to explain something to someone and they just don't get it, and you're getting frustrated, so you get a little loud and you start just going. You know what I'm saying? He's just constantly in that state, because it's like, you know, you got the whole world looking at you. So it's like, I don't necessarily.
Isn't that magnifying glass?
Yeah, because like, even that, like, something as like that, as crazy as that, like, slavery statement, like, people blew it completely out. Like, I saw more arguments about it from people who like didn't even watch the fucking thing, and then the fact that they released like the full clip of what he said after that was even like, yo, people need to fucking relax. You know what I'm saying? People need to chill out for a fucking second.
It's because he's Kanye.
Yeah, you know, because people are fucking, and it's like, to me, it's sad, because like like, as a black man, black people shouldn't automatically go after a black representative. So hearsay, you know what I'm saying? Like, teach that man how to fuck, you know, or like tell him like, yo, you're not repping us. But then again, you got the same people arguing are still laughing about like the black Twitter tweets that went on, which I thought were hysterical. I posted a bunch of them. Like, you know, it's like you gotta choose a side, you know, like, you know, just be realistic.
Everyone is so sheepish.
Yeah, people are idiots on the internet. But yeah, man,
follow the easiest path.
Yeah, it's true, man. People are fucking crazy. But to wrap up the week, man, those are all the reviews and shit like that. And then we had that Whoa Vicky diss track with the music video.
Lil Tay Goat.
Lil Tay to Goat. Facts. We gotta, how do we get Lil Tay to just come and like chop it up with us? I gotta get on one of her Instagram.
No thanks. I just used up on a list just for talking to her.
Cut
she
this,
would
no
kill
slander.
my Why she always wearing grandma sandals for? She always in some fucking like one piece flip flop. What
does that mean?
Her jacket always has the tags on it, and
she got the same stack everywhere she goes.
Dude, what's going on with her parents?
Always chopping her feet.
Where are these kids?
They're probably real estate agents or some shit.
Her Lil Tay's dad's like a jeweler or something. He's like a rich.
She's
jeweler.
like, what's up?
It's that one Asian dude. What do you want to bet? The one that does the Takashi stuff.
Yeah, that Asian dude that
how do we
smiling in front of everyone's videos.
Dude, Walko.
What's up,
JP. We all got kids. What's our game plan? What are we making our kids do?
Nah, my kid's not gonna be famous, bro. I'm raising her wood style.
You sure? You don't want
her?
I'm
saying caveman style.
You don't want her yodeling? Nah. No yodeling.
No, I'm gonna have her out here kicking people's kneecaps in.
Sue Young style.
If my kid has more money than me, I'm doing something wrong. That's the truth.
Facts, you're not yodeling enough. But
step your yodel game up, dog.
Yodel game.
I'm gonna be in.
Coachella JP. Coachella JP.
Featuring the yodeling kid.
Do it for the bag.
Jesus Christ.
Do it for the yodel.
That's fucking great.
I do it for $1. Like the Starbucks niggas.
That wraps up the week, man. And on top of that, shout out to Lena Jackson for showing love on the IG. Fucking Shabam Sadiq still showing love on there, which is dope. NK following us and liking us on there was cool. Blue retweeted it. Skyzoo always. The features on the Blue Nottz project were showing love. The dudes Cult of the Dam, their label, they showed love, and Stevie Stone liked the IG review, which is cool. Like, it's good to see these people come down to the lowly guys and show some love. But that's it, man. I think we went through everything for episode 5?
Something like that.
Yo.
All right, man.
We out
here.
All right, we're out here, man. I'm John D. Contradiction. I'm going to sign us out. As always, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at NotYaMans, NOTYAMANZ. And on top of that, you can follow our quarterly Spotify playlist where it's all the fire tracks, only the fire tracks and up from our reviews that we dropped for the week. And yeah, man, check us out, man. This podcast is going to be all over the fucking place. But that's it, man. All right, we'll catch you guys. I'm signing this out. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.